First, let me echo Kwame's sentiments by thanking Network Journal, thanking Macy's for organizing this event, and thanking all of you for coming out on a cold winter night to hear all of us have our remarks. The other thing I want to do is I also want to specifically thank Kwame and Stacy, because Kwame, as he just articulated, was the guy who took a risk by going on The Apprentice when he didn't know what he was getting into. And I guess if I understand the way the cycle works, his show probably wasn't done by the time they were casting for your season either. So you didn't know how the show would unfold when you signed on to be on. Now, I had the benefit of all of the seasons prior to me. So I knew exactly.
You had the benefit of the DVD.
Exactly. I watched the DVDs from both of their seasons, studied them left and right. So I had the benefit of seeing all the mistakes that people had made on previous seasons. But as we come here to talk about black entrepreneurship and celebrate our accomplishments, I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the two of them for paving the way for someone like me to come on the show and then become the winner. So I think they deserve a round of applause.
I asked Dr. Pinkett how he balanced his hectic schedule in business while spending quality time with his family, work with charities, and stay active in his church. This is what he said.
It's not easy. I tell people all the time that you have to learn it's just as important what you say yes to as what you say no to. And that is guided by what your priorities are. I live by the 5 F's: faith, fellowship, family, friendship, and fun. And I try to maintain a healthy balance of all the aforementioned, recognizing that it really is kind of my personal relationships, my family, and my faith that really keep me rooted. And while I have strong aspirations as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a speaker, as a writer, and the like, I have to keep it all in perspective. That I can't do everything and be everything. I have to really learn what to say no to. I'm hoping that my life can be an example of how you really do balance a business agenda with an agenda to give back to the community. And that's not an easy balance to strike. And even I'm still learning what it means to try to do it and do it well. I struggle every day, or I'm challenged every day, of how to make profits, to make money, to create financial returns and value, but I'm also mindful of delivering social return on investment and give back to the community and do well and do good in the midst of all of what I do. And I'm hoping that I can be an example that you don't have to sacrifice one for the other, that you can really do a great job in business and make money and be wealthy and all the things that people get excited about and still give back to the community and maintain a connectedness to the community and do both without having to give up one or the other. That's what I'm hoping, and we'll see. I'm still a work in progress. I'm still young and learning something new every day about what it means to do it.
Dr. Randall Pinkett discussed his new book that's in stores now titled Campus CEO. He also discussed his upcoming book, Black Faces in White Places.
Keeping busy. The book that just came out recently is Campus CEO. The subtitle speaks for itself, The Student Entrepreneur's Guide to Launching a Multi-million-dollar Business. And it was the case for me when I was a student at Rutgers. I started my company that's now grown to a multi-million-dollar firm. And the same is true for people like Diddy, Russell Simmons, Google, Yahoo, Microsoft, Dell. These are all companies that were started when their founders were in school. So the book is really a how-to for young people who want to become entrepreneurs, and also just chronicling my story from the days in Rutgers to the days as the apprentice to where I find myself now running BCT Partners. Well, I have another book I'm working on. Campus CEO is out now. The second book is Black Faces in White Places. And the subtitle there is 10 Strategies for African Americans to Redefine the Game. And it really is a series of tips and strategies when you find yourself as one of a few or the only person of color in a predominantly white environment, be it school or business or entrepreneurship or grad school or whatever. And a lot of people of color are not unfamiliar with that dynamic of being the only dark face or brown face in a room full of white people and figuring out how to navigate institutions and still be successful and maintain a sense of identity and culture, which has been the case for me.